Hello everybody and welcome back to my HO Bachmann layout. And it's been a minute since I talked about this, but I haven't really had too much to say. And that's mainly because since Christmas, it's barely changed until now, obviously. And also, I just haven't really had much to change until now. And that is mainly because the track I was using on this layout pretty much kicked the bucket. And unfortunately, that is just due to its age, I want to say, because that track was like produced in 2010 and I got it in 2018. So it was already like 8 years old when I had it. And then I used it for another 6 years. And I feel like at that point it just kind of gave out. And I was having a lot of problems come around January. So basically, just around then, I kind of stopped using the layout and took the track up a couple months ago. And I've just been waiting to get more track. And I got to shout out one of my closest friends again, Renee's Productions. He has really hooked me up this time because he sold me the entire Thomas and the Troublesome Truck set from Bachmann. And I am just so thankful for that. And he really did me a solid there with selling that to me. And yeah, as you can see, there's a lot that's changed here. Obviously, new track here going all the way around. And I do want to quickly talk about what else was in that set. So let's go ahead and take a look. Starting off with the brand new items from the set, here is a brand new Thomas. And I am really, really happy to have a new, just regular stock standard Thomas. And I will show you exactly why. And yeah, this is the Bachmann Thomas that I've had since I was 4 years old in 2010. And it's seen better days, I'll be honest. You can see here, there's been a lot of repainting going on. There's a lot of scratches and scuffs around the paint work and everything. I painted the entire bunker black for some reason. I painted his doors. I don't know why. I painted this for some reason. Yeah, there's just a lot of weird, extra, unnecessary paint details on here I did when I was little. I also changed the face-off for a CGI one, which I'm actually still happy about. And I don't know if I will, but I am considering putting the CGI face on that one. Just not sure. Same goes with the front coupling. That's a pretty recent addition. But again, not sure if I want to put that on the new Thomas or not. I might. But for now, this is what the old Thomas looks like. And like I said, it's been through a lot. And somehow this thing still works. It's like a miracle pretty much. I still don't know how this thing runs. And it actually runs pretty well still. Not great. It's a bit choppy. But still, all things considered, not bad for something that's 14 years old. But yeah, new Thomas is just something I'm really happy to have. And this is the first time I've actually seen the updated face in person. And I gotta say, it looks better. I'm not still a fan of the sculpt for the face, really. It just looks bad for a lot of different reasons. However, in my opinion, the updated eyebrows do help a lot, actually. And honestly, it doesn't look as bad when it's on a model that is still in pretty pristine shape. And for what it's worth, I don't think the Bachmann Thomas is that bad. It's not great by any means. Definitely not Bachmann's best item. However, Thomas himself, he's pretty cool. And gotta say, it's still really nice to have a brand new, fully functioning one. However, that is far from the only thing in this set because I have two more Troublesome Trucks. And I won't spend too much time on these guys because once again, I mean, I feel like everybody knows what the Troublesome Trucks look like. But still, they are really, really nice to have. And my favorite part is that they come with these ore loads, as you can see here. So it's kind of like an orangey, I don't know, copper comes to mind for me. But like, yeah, you just got like a quarry stone load basically. And Troublesome Trucks are just always something super nice to have. So like I said, really great to have more of these. And now, if I can just bring up my collection for just a second, here's another one. This also has the ore load from the set, but I got it in an eBay lot instead. And then, moving on here, here's another one, and this one has a coal load in it. And then, I still need to dig them out of the box here. But yeah, there's two more. So, I actually have 6 of the regular Troublesome Trucks 1 and 2. And honestly, this makes for a really nice lineup, especially once you throw Scruffy in there. And also, there's Troublesome Truck number 4. And then you can keep going and then like throw number 6 in there too. And yeah, there's just a lot to go around. I do have 3 and 5 as well. They're somewhere. But yeah, I will show a giant train of Troublesome Trucks at the end in a running session. So yeah, still really, really nice to have all of these guys. By far, one of the reasons I wanted this set in particular the most is because of the quarry building kit. And I gotta say, this thing sucked to build. However, it was worth it because it looks really nice. I love the hopper design here. And once again, I just think it's a really great addition to the layout. And yeah, it just looks good. So it's got a little Childor China Clay logo up there. That's pretty neat. And also just, again, I'll show you off some more detail here. There's the legs, and then moving around to the side here, and the other side, yeah, it's a hopper. But like I said, it looks good. I also really like the additional, like, walkways and stairways around it. Just feels very realistic. I like it a lot. And just overall really cool. And so I decided to place it sort of on the far right of the layout. And I have a narrow gauge line going underneath and a standard gauge line going beside it, so the hopper actually works like that. So I think that's a pretty cool way to use it in both directions there. And yeah, just looks really fun, honestly. And I actually really like that I could make the quarry dual gauge. It is a very small, like, quarry design, but still, it's something. And it adds more to the layout, I think. So yeah, this is just, once again, really, really cool. But wait, we're not done yet, because in the middle of filming this video, I got a package. And, well, Bachmann, Ari, and Bert are finally in my collection, and I could not be happier about it. So, for those who don't know, Bachmann, Ari, and Bert were only sold from 2014 to 2019, and they were just discontinued because apparently they were poor sellers, which I kind of understand why, especially because, you know, they have the same face pretty much. The only difference here is that Ari's got less facial hair, which you can kind of see. Maybe if I zoom in, that'll help a bit. But these two have been incredibly hard to find ever since they were discontinued 5 years ago now, which is honestly awful to say. I can't believe it's been 5 years. But yeah, Ari and Bert have been pretty much impossible to find. And I just need to, once again, send a shout out to one of my best friends, the Pannier Jester, Darren. He was willing to sell me these. He was downsizing his Bachmann collection and reached out, and I made an offer for Ari and Bert. And a few days later, here we are. So finally, I have every single engine that Bachmann has produced, which is honestly something I never even would have expected 2 years ago. Wait, what do you mean Bo really? Oh, okay, never mind. Bo released. I still gotta get him, but I got Ari and Bert, and I'm happier about that. So Bo can wait for all I care. But yeah, Ari and Bert are finally here, so let's get them on the layout. Now, alongside all of this new track I got, I also went out to my local hobby shop, and I bought 2 switches. And that's because I wanted functional sidings on this layout, because for those who don't remember, there was one siding in this specific area. However, that junction didn't work, so if I were to switch the points and the engine would go, the electricity would just stop there, and the engine would get stranded on the siding there, so I couldn't really do that. Now I can, though, and we have a little docks area. Or I guess it's not really a docks because there's no water, but I'm calling it that because Cranky's here, and I didn't have anywhere else to put Cranky. But yeah, Bachmann Cranky's a really recent addition. I got him on my Pennsylvania trip from a month ago. If you guys didn't see that, check out the haul video. Cranky's really nice. I talked about him more there. But yeah, now he is in this little spot where I just placed a lot of gravel around to make it look a bit more industrial, I guess. But yeah, Cranky's here, and finally has his own little siding to himself. And honestly, I just like the way this looks. And then past Cranky coming out the tunnel here, on the other side we'll come to this switch, and it finally goes to a shed. And I gotta say, I am just so happy that the engines finally have a shed to relax in. It's also surprisingly long too. I can fit Spencer in there, and Spencer's the longest engine I have. It just kind of barely fits here on this table, but it is honestly perfect. I love the way it looks here. Thomas especially looks really nice in the shed, and obviously it's gonna work for anyone. And I just feel like a shed is one of the biggest additions you can make to a simple layout like this. It really adds a lot in my opinion. And honestly, I'm just kind of glad an engine has a space to call home now. And yeah, it's really nice. So I can bring an engine over here from the shed, across the points and over to the station, where he can meet up with the narrow gauge engines and talk to any road vehicles. Now, one thing that I never really knew about model railroading is how awesome 3D printing can be with it. So I have done quite a bit to the layout that I can't wait to show you guys. And yeah, so let's go ahead and start out with some cargo actually, because Bachmann doesn't really make a lot of cargo for their troublesome trucks. I showed earlier, they really just have the one load that's been recolored from coal to stone, etc. But now I have some new stuff to show off. So first off, this is meant to be blasting caps from the episode The Fogman. And I think they fit perfectly in this little green troublesome truck here. and I love how they look. They're pretty small, and yeah, overall just add a lot more character. And now I can actually leave a cargo load in here that really adds a lot of personality. And then also in the same vein, we now have some milk churn wagons here, or loads for the wagons. And yeah, they're a little bit small, but honestly, not anything out of the ordinary, really. And I've had to make a little stand-in piece as well because they're pretty short. But yeah, I'm pretty sure these are made for smaller Hornby trucks, but they work pretty fine for me. So once the stand-in goes in there, now they can actually fit up to the proper height. And yeah, now that they've got some more cargo to carry, I think they look fantastic. And yeah, really cannot wait to see these guys running around the layout. However, 3D printing does not stop there, because I have some oil drums both here near the little road area of the station, I guess, and also some over here next to this little warehouse. Again, they're just really small, like little oil can pieces. I think they look nice as decoration, though. And same goes for these crates on this little pallet over here. Once again, nothing special, but again, I think they just add a nice way to fill space. And then also over here, we have a tiny little pond, footbridge, and boat. I think this is super cute. I just found all of this stuff, and I really like the way it looks. Honestly, the pond here is just water that I painted blue, and then added some streaks to look like waves. And yeah, honestly, it's so simple. Everything here did not take me long at all. I loved little footbridge here. It adds quite a bit. I want to add some picnic tables here at some point and make like a little picnic area. That'd be fun. Maybe some smaller bits of shrubbery around as well. And that boat is just so cute, and I love it. I've also now made a better little helipad area. So as you can see, Harold is resting on a brand new piece here that is honestly a lot better than what I had before. Because if you don't remember, I was just using the helipad I had from the Super Cruiser destination from Trackmaster, and it looked really bad. So I am glad to have a new one here that actually looks a lot better. It's nicer, it fits in a lot better, I think. It's thinner too, and overall, Harold just looks really nice and at home on it. And I also have this little hut here. I'm not entirely sure of the name. I have completely forgotten it. However, I have one here that's printed as well. It's meant to be like the little one you see at Dryaw, so this is kind of meant to be like a little airfield area. Again, it's not perfect, and I don't have a station for Dryaw, but again, I just really like how it looks. And also, as you can see here, where the Sodor Junction building is, I would really like to put some sort of castle ruin here, and then move this junction building over here to make a better, proper station area. So that's in the cards at some point. I would need more time to get that castle though, so yeah, but anyway, that's just an idea I wanted to share because it might pop up at some point. But that's pretty much all the changes to the layout. So let's go ahead and run some engines.